Everybody, Ninja Nick here with 420 Gamer TV, bringing you guys another, well, I do believe this is actually the very first Anthem discussion and wishlist video I've ever done, but it is definitely going to be one of many, especially when the next demo and everything comes out. Now, with this will be a discussion and wishlist video that I will be doing on Anthem, which will be coming out in 2 months, February 22nd. First, of course, to anyone about Anthem, okay? Anthem is this kind of mech style game to the point to where you're in your own style of Iron Man-like armor, and you're able to fully customize it to your liking, and I do mean fully customize it to the point to where you have color optimizations. There's certain kind of like shaders, and what I mean by shaders is designs that you're able to choose from, and color. You have armor pieces that you're able to mix and match and change and customize, and the best part about it all is it's not all just cosmetic. It's not all just for looks. Actually, there are certain things that you can actually have put on to the armor, and or each armor will have specific things that will buff, debuff, and or amplify certain things like your fire, your bombs, your freaking lightning, your ice, you know, stuff like that. And or maybe even your melee attacks, especially when it comes to certain javelins that you'll be using. And that is what they're called. Now, to why are they called javelins? It's gonna have to do with the Legion of Dawn. And if you don't know what the Legion of Dawn is, there's this thing called the Legion of Dawn edition for Anthem, which looks really sick because you get a full set of Legion of Dawn armor for all of the javelins, all 4, and yeah, I'm kind of hoping that that's what it happens and coincides with, and they actually kind of talk about, and any DLC or whatever that they're going to do, I kind of hope it all coincides into the original javelins, why they were created, what's going on the planet, who our enemies are we the bad guys, were we like some kind of invaders? Because I mean, through all the videos I've seen of Anthem, it kind of seems that's what it is. It seems like we were the invaders, right? And the people who were of this planet were fighting against us and everything else, and we had to develop armor and stuff like that to fight against them. I'm kind of thinking that's what it actually originally started out as. I don't know. But, yeah, I digress. Now, to the demos, okay? There's going to be 2 actual open betas, or demo, whatever you want to call it, that are coming out, okay? The first one is going to be in January. It's going to run from the 25th to the 27th, okay? And with this demo, you get a VIP item that actually specifies, hey, you actually pre-ordered, you actually played the game, and also, before I get further into the whole like demo thing, you have to pre-order the game. And it's looking like you have to pre-order it digitally to be able to get your demo code. Because I've heard and seen through people from GameStop, people who've gone to GameStop and other locations, they have not gotten their code yet. Matter of fact, actually, I pre-ordered it twice, okay? I pre-ordered it at GameStop, didn't get my code, brought it up, and they said there's no codes to be given. So, you know, if you didn't get a code, it's not GameStop's, EB Games, or any other location, it's not their fault. I even pre-ordered it digitally on my PlayStation and still have not got my pre-order code. But it states that the pre-order codes will go out sometime before, and I mean the demo codes, not just your actual pre-order code. But your demo code will go out before the actual live demo. Because there was an alpha test that was done, which was a closed test. They only chose so many to play. But this one, for January 25th to the 27th, is going to be a VIP demo. And you get a VIP item. And it literally just means, you know, hey, I played the game, I did this, and everything else. Okay? Now, the next actual open beta gameplay, and I do believe this is actual open, meaning you don't have to have it pre-ordered. And don't hold that against me, because I'm not 100% sure on that. But by the information I've seen, it seems like it's pretty open. But it's from February 1st to February 3rd. Now, to everything else, there's going to be no carryover. Meaning, you will play the game, the demo version of the game and everything else, but, all your, like, progress, all your gear, everything else is not going to transition over like it did in Shinobi Strikers or a few other games that actually have come out this year. And I think the reason for it is because it creates a lot of bugs. Honestly, it does, because Shinobi Strikers has had an issue when they did that, and so has Fallout 76, because they're two games that actually did that whole, like, play before the game fully comes out, and your stuff transitions over. But, anyways, that's it for that, okay? What I do hope, this is a part of the wish list, is they add in a couple more javelins, like 1 to 3 more javelins, you know what I mean, to kind of like add into the roster. The four we have are awesome, you know, the Colossus, the Storm, the Ranger, and then the Interceptor, I think that's what it was. They're all badass looking javelins, you know what I mean. And the fact that you're able to make 8 presets of each one and customize them in the ways you want to where every preset's different is epic as shit. Like, honestly, that is just epic as shit. And I love that fact. But I would like to see, you know, like, at least 1 or 3 added to, like, into that. Maybe to kind of, like, balance something out. But at the same time, with the ones we have, they're pretty good. But I would not mind seeing a couple others, and I'm not the only one who's actually stated that. But we already have something kind of like a forward base. It's like our little mobile command center like thing. But I would like to actually be able to find like a location, right, in the world of Anthem, and be able to go, you know what, I want to plot my thing here, leave it here, and start my own style of Fort Tarsus, right? Maybe minus walls and like massively huge and stuff, but I mean, have your thing, have it to where like you can post up turrets and stuff to kind of like keep the location safe. And then, I mean, if you and your buddies, like if you have a squad, right, if y'all like coincide into one area, that'd be pretty badass if you can do something like that, you know what I mean, and make pretty much your own style of Fort Tarsus. And it'd be pretty cool to be able to name it. Part of the wish list. More than likely won't happen, but still a cool idea. And quite literally nowhere near grand scale. One thing I definitely hope that they do, which the developers have stated that they might make it to where like there will be future melee weapons that won't be like javelin locked, meaning like the Ranger gets the shock bat or shock mace or whatever that is, right? Well, like for starters, we'll have what we'll have, meaning we'll have the shock mace or bat, whatever it is for the Ranger, whatever the Titan or the Colossus has, whatever the Storm and the Interceptor, right? But sometime after, they're saying that they might, I'm hoping they do, but they might make it to where like certain javelins will be able to actually access and use certain weapons. Because I honestly would like to give like each one of them specific kind of like style melee weapons, especially when it comes to like swords, shields, and stuff like that. And like honestly, I don't think they should just add swords. I think it'd be pretty awesome if you can give like maybe not an interceptor, or maybe but like a different style of shield, but like a smaller one, you know, like one of those small little like wrist style shields like you used to see like Rangers and stuff wear. And get like a style bigger for like each of the other classes. Like a Ranger has like somewhat of a normal style shield. The Storm has a semi smaller version of that, but and I mean like old school, like, you know, medieval knight status shield. Because in the Legion of Dawn trailer, if you actually look at the wall murals and wall plaques and stuff, right, there's actual javelin fighters, or whatever you want to, pilots, javelin pilots, who actually have like javelins, like an actual javelin, you know, spear as a weapon, shields, badass swords. I mean, like, that right there is what I would love to see. And you being able to mix and match them in each of the javelins would be really sick, especially after launch. I'm saying after launch, not, you know, not like, oh hey, launch, we have all this. No, I mean after launch would be pretty fucking nice. Now, I did talk about a backstory. Now, I would like to see the story that that is of Anthem, like the whole point of like what you're doing, what's going on, and I would like it to actually kind of coincide with a lot of like what's going on with the Legion of Dawn. Because supposedly, by what they talk about, is the Legion of Dawn was like the very first set of javelin armor. They were the very first set of javelin pilots and everything else, all thanks to, you know, I can't remember her first name. I think it was Lena Tarsis or something like that. And, you know, because of her, Fort Tarsus was developed and was able to become what it became. And it was because of her and her followers and everything else protecting the people. Well, what if, like, you know, when you go in and as you progress as a javelin pilot, eventually, you know, the actual door that's locked that they talk about, right, for the Legion of Dawn unlocks, or you gain the key and you're able to go in and then, like, for the of the Legion of Dawn, the original Legion of Dawn, and you end up finding out the truth, and the truth might not be what everyone expects. You know what I mean? Like, everyone expects that, you know, she was a hero and all this other stuff, and like, oh, plot twist, no, actually y'all were the bad guys and still technically kind of are, kind of like thing. You know what I mean? Kind of fucked up. But, you know, the whole point of that right there is, you know, it's all about viewpoints. Because one person can view themselves as a good guy, while the other person can view them as the bad guy, and vice versa. Kind of why I like bring that into it. But that's literally it for this video. I hope everyone enjoys it. I hope everyone is as stoked as I am for Anthem to come out. I'll be playing it on my PS4. So if you want to add me and you want to go around and start fucking some shit up, my gamer tag for PlayStation is NinjaNick0069. So feel free to add me for Anthem, and just let me know what you're adding me for so that I know. But that's it for this video, guys. I hope everyone has a great day, great night, great evening, all that great shit. You know exactly what I mean. Catch me for the next one. Later.